Not too long ago, and in a kingdom not too far away, an heir to the throne was born. Now, this kingdom was a crazy kind of kingdom. This kingdom had everything. Everyone in this kingdom well cared for, prosperous, thriving, abundant, enjoying the experience that they were having in this kingdom and their interaction with others in the kingdom. The heir was born, and the heir was to rule the throne simply by speaking a word, knowing what the heir wanted. Sitting upon the throne as a ruler, everything would be met, everything would be cared for the ruler, and all those under the authority of this heir would prosper and be blessed as a result of the wisdom and the dominion that was present. But at birth, this heir to the throne was taken away and moved to a different place, and in this different place was raised up very poor, had to work hard to have basic provisions. Life was difficult, relationships were strained, it was hard to find happiness and peace. And as the heir grew, the heir, just something inside beat in the heart and said, this is not you, this is not what you are meant for, this is not why you are here or what your purpose in this life is. It's not supposed to be this way. And this wasn't even a thought inside the heir, but was something that seemed to build up in his entire being, knowing that this is not who I am, this is not where I'm supposed to be, this is not the way that life is supposed to be for myself or for those around me. As the understanding began to grow in the heir, so did the memories, the recognition of things that were seen early on, perhaps in the womb even, and then in the early days before being taken away to another kingdom. The memories began to come, and as the memories began to come, so also did the desire to find the place from whence the heir came. Where did I come from? Was the cry of the heart. And through the pursuit, through the seeking and searching, the heir found their homeland and returned. And upon returning, began to experience the wonderful fruits and blessings and opportunities that were afforded to the heir of the throne of a kingdom that was literally limitless in potential and power. Now, who is the heir? You are. I am. Hi, my name is Thomas Shirley. This is Throne Builders, and I help you manifest your kingdom. There's no doubt that we live here in a three-dimensional world, and things, for the most part, for most people, require a good bit of strain and effort. Like life's hard, so to speak, if you will. And so much of the manifestation or life coaching industry that is present right now, so much of the teaching about creating a new life, a better life, improving relationships or health or finances, and all those things are great. I'm going to say this and then I'll come back to that. Come back with a different thought on that. But so much of it is focused on, well, I need money, so I'm going to learn how to manifest finances. I need a good relationship, so I'm going to focus on good relationship. Or I need health, or I need mental healing, mental health healing, emotional healing. And so we get very focused on manifesting different aspects of our lives. I am so grateful that there are so many teachers and consultants, advisors in the world today that are really making it their focus to make their time and their wisdom, their experience, their intuition available to people so that they can improve their lives. Because there's no doubt that this world affords the possibility that everybody can live a truly blessed, prosperous life. Now, I don't think that everyone in the world is going to be a gajillionaire. I don't think everybody in the world wants to be a gajillionaire. I don't even know if a gajillionaire is a real thing on planet Earth. If it's not, maybe one of you can get there, and good luck, kudos to you, my friend. I'm so grateful that these different services are available and that these different people make time out of their lives to be able to invest in others and often be able to get a return for their time, some financial remuneration. I'm grateful for all of that. It's helped me so much in my life to become aware of so many things. I personally grew up in a lot of poverty and abusive situations. I was systematically abused as a young child. Grew up from there in very deep poverty, abuse, substance abuse. Different aspects of life were very hard. I came to a place when I was 18 years old. I gave my heart to Jesus Christ. That's where I was at the time. Very much in love with the concept of Christ, the Spirit of Christ, the resurrection power that is available to us through the Spirit. My life changed for a little while, and I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to preach the gospel. It was in my heart. I began to pursue that, and throughout my life, I kind of kept on track with the idea that I was to be a minister to people. Through the process of being married, having children, being in the ministry, being in training for ministry, training others in ministry, working with people, throughout the years, I have undergone a unique, for me, that I've heard of, a transformation process, an evolution, if you will. And for so many years, I was so focused on, I want to manifest money. I want to manifest a large ministry. I would like to see certain supernatural things happen through me. I'm familiar with history. You can go back and study ancient history all the way to recent modern history, and you can see that there are pockets of places all over the world where people are really experiencing a truly blessed, divine, thriving, prosperous life where they're manifesting the things that they desire in their hearts. Through the process of being in the ministry and pursuing these things, I underwent a lot of personal changes and came to a place in my life where I began to recognize that every way that I was trying to manifest something in my life was very divided. So I was thinking about, I need to manifest finances. I need to manifest better relationships. I need to manifest better interaction with my children, services to others. The more I have grown, the more I have awakened, the more encounters I have had with supernatural life, the more I have come to realize that the issue is not learning how to manifest things or circumstances in my life. In fact, I believe that approach in the long run actually limits the potential and the opportunity of what is available to us as human beings on planet Earth. Infinite intelligence, God, source, your actual self, your inner being, your inner man, however you relate to what I'm saying, I just want you to kind of follow along with me in the thought process from where you view things and how you perceive yourself to be. What if I was to tell you that instead of trying to manifest a better life for yourself based on the experiences that you want to see changed, because as you've grown throughout your life, you have been exposed to different circumstances, people, events that really gave you a perspective of life. And at some point, it caused you to realize, I really don't like this anymore. I don't want things to be like this in this area. And so you may have manifested change. In fact, anyone that really sets themselves to see change in their lives, you're going to manifest some level of change. One of the things that's very, very clear to me from myself and my own journey and many people that I've worked with over the years is we manage to manifest a certain level of change. Something tends to improve in our lives. Maybe the money gets a little bit better. Maybe the mental health issues kind of seem to come under our control, if you will, or a little bit more under our dominion. But we can kind of get into that groove, and then for some reason, we kind of fall back. Maybe consistency is a real struggle, like you try to get into a great modality of meditation or affirmations or whatever particular niche you felt like would help you. And maybe like myself, you tried several different things and found things that helped to some extent and other things that maybe weren't so helpful, and so you let them go. And even with the things you found that help you, you still struggle with consistency, okay? If that's you, hear me out for a few minutes, okay? If that's not you, and it's easy for you to manifest certain aspects of your life, but you're looking at your life and you realize, you know what? Just seems like something's missing, right? Maybe you've got the bank account full of money. Maybe you got the perfect lover. Maybe things are great business-wise. Maybe your health's never been better. Maybe you're having great metaphysical experiences and encounters with the divine, but you just feel like something is missing. So stay with me. I'm going to talk to you about this for a little bit. Your expectation is the crucial element in manifesting not what you think the life of your dreams would necessarily be. Perhaps we think that if I had a big house, big nice house, better car, maybe if I had more money in the bank, maybe if this, maybe if that, then my life would be better. I could really manifest the life of my dreams. If I could do this or if I could go there, that would be what I want. So that's what I want to focus on manifesting. I'm all for it, right? Like in any way, shape, or form that you can raise your vibration and cause a better experience to come into this world that we live in, like you're automatically making an impact on the world around you. Vibration goes up. You get that place where you're seeing the way that you're able to manifest and live your life. Man, I'm telling you what, it changes everything around you, even though you might not see it then. It's often like a seed that gets planted. You may never see the harvest, but once the seed gets out there, it's going to come back. So maybe you're manifesting stuff in your life and you're doing okay with it, but you still feel like something's missing. I want to talk to you about your expectation. Now, what do I mean by your expectation? You say, man, I know what my expectation is. I expect a bank account full of money. I expect some cash in my pocket. I expect some good threads on my back. I expect a hot lover by my side. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I want you to consider that you need to remember the kingdom that you are an heir of. You are supernatural. Did you know, my friend? Did you know that you are light particles? Light, 186,000 miles per second. Light travels. That's fast, powerful. You are light particles that have been biologically compressed into the physical interface called your body. You are literally a transmitter and receiver of electromagnetic frequency. All frequency carries knowledge, it carries information, it has structure to it. Each and every frequency that we have ever been able to map, that we know of, that at least has been released to the public, every single frequency has a unique signature to it. It is one of a kind. Nothing else can replicate it. If something else replicates it, that means it literally has become the same frequency. Your body is the receiver, the transmitter. Why? Because you are the heir to the throne. And I'm not talking about like our modern concept of world history and these monarchies that were ruled by selfish tyrants or lazy tyrants or people that really didn't care about the people. They were all about them. I'm talking about a kingdom where love and light and provision and resource and opportunity is available because all things are yours. Because you are the express image of God. You are light manifested in the flesh. You might look at your life and say, my life is not what it should be. Stop right there. If you can take just a moment and become aware of the fact that you are aware of the fact that your life is not all that it should be, let that be the thought. Don't tie on all of the different little pieces that you think have to go with it to make that the image of your life being what it should be. Just allow yourself, if at all possible, pause the video if you need to, get quiet around you, stop for just a moment and think, don't think, stop for just a moment and become aware of the awareness that your life is not what it should be. Let that become your 0 point, your base point where there is only now potential for something more. Now, what is that something more? Now, I'm gonna, like I said, take off all your tags, hear me out, and let's see if maybe we can get somewhere as a people that are remembering our divine origins. What if your life is not what it should be because you have not been the one living your life? What if you, as you perceive yourself with a physical body, with the circumstances in your life, go ahead and take a quick look around the room. Maybe the kids are playing, you hear the background noise, whatever. Everything that's in your life, your concept of your financial worth, all of those things, that concept that you have of yourself, that I have of myself, what if I told you, my friend, that that concept of you, it's not you. It's a program. You were born, the heir to the throne. You are a supernatural creator. You literally have the power by your words to create reality for yourself, and you do it every single day. You do it every single day. We do it every day, week, month. We're living a life of the words that we have thought and spoken over time, because when we have had our thoughts and when we have said our words, there is a frequency with information, a vibration that is released from us and begins to create our reality. I love how Jesus said, by your words, you will either condemn yourself, or by your words, you will justify yourself. That concept has nothing to do with standing before God and being just or condemned before God. It literally has to do with you create the life that you live. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. But you, who are you? Jesus said, I am. It is the I am. It is the reality that you are, that is you and was you at conception, the I am at conception, that unique signature expression. Unlike any other expression that ever has been, you are a one-of-a-kind, first-time appearance in physical form on this earth, and there is a build-up of infinite intelligence and corporate consciousness that is at work and in power behind you, wanting to awaken you to the fact that you are, and that you are not the life that you look at yourself and say, this is me. You are divine. You are eternal. Your expectation for love or for finances or for health or for whatever it might happen to be, your expectation for those things, you may manifest improvement and change in many of those areas. But I will assure you, my friend, that you will never live, we will never live the life of the divine sovereigns that we are, as long as our focus is on the world system that we are born into. Keep in mind, my friend, at conception, you knew who and what you were. You had full understanding and interaction. You saw your entire life played out before you in the womb. Just as a person near death lives a review of their entire life, at birth, you also lived that. That's what deja vu is. Deja vu is remembering things that you saw played out when you were still in the womb. You didn't have much of a physical body and maybe a brain in the way that we sense it, but you were full of light and energy, and you were fully connected to the infinity, to God, to source, to the source of all things. You were fully beholding that. You knew the life that you would live. You knew what you were here to do. You knew what you wanted to accomplish. You came to bring forth light. You came to shine brightly. You're the light of the world. If our expectation for change is based on the concepts of the world, like I don't have enough money, I need more. I don't have enough love, I need more. I don't have whatever. All of that's based on this lie that we're born into. It was never supposed to be like that. You were never supposed to grunt and strive and stress and sweat to make things done. You were never meant to gut it out. The ability to gut it out was at one point when you needed to survive. And there are people, of course, in situations still on our planet that need to survive in strenuous circumstances. But the way that we are meant to live, my friend, is never supposed to be like that. Our modern society has gotten so far removed from the simplicity of nature, considering that a tree grows by itself, doesn't strive, doesn't fight, brings forth fruit. The fruit has a seed to bring forth an infinite number of trees yet again as time goes on. You, my friend, were meant to come here, and your intention in coming here was to shine brightly and to richly partake of the wonderful benefits of this planet and this world, and be a blessing in the process, raising other people up to come with you into the life that you knew you were coming here to live. But being taken away from that interaction, the vast majority of us brought into situations where our parents are very focused on their struggles, their marriage relationships, financial relationships, work relationships, career relationships, whatever, all the different things that they were focused on. They lived their life focused on these things, and you grew up in this environment and were confused by it at first because you watch a small child. There's none of that. It's just the recognition that when I'm hungry, the food will be there. When I need love, it'll be there. Everything's always working out for me because this is who I am. You might not have registered it like that in a cognizant mental way, but you knew deep inside. But as we've grown, my friend, we've lost sight of who we are, what we are, why we are. And we get focused because we've stayed focused, been focused from the beginning of our earthly experience on the physical things that need to take place. Like I need food, I need shelter, I need clothing, I need water, I need affection. I need these things in my life. I start focusing on manifesting change in our lives, and that's wonderful. But we can do something completely different and let go of all of the things that we are trying to manifest, all of the situations that we are trying to change. And it might take a little bit longer for the process, but we can actually circumvent the details of the lies of this world system. The idea that we're supposed to struggle and fight and everything's got to be difficult. Even when I'm manifesting, like I've got to be consistent. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Listen. I am. Your expectation, what you anticipate. Is it coming from I am? Is it coming from the heir of the throne? Is it coming from the supernatural reality? Or is it coming from, I struggled growing up with poverty when I was a kid, decided I wasn't going to do that anymore, so I made a lot of money, figured out how to do it. Or cut the money part out and fill it in with whatever your thing is. If your expectation is to change the circumstances of your life based on this world system that says that things aren't supposed to be like this, and you want it to change, if you're doing that, that's great. But I am has an expectation not to fix the details, but to transform everything by returning you to the seat of authority from whence you came. Giving back to you that supernatural experiential reality. That internal reality, that kingdom that is within you, that supernatural you that came here to shine brightly. A city that is set on a hill can't be hidden, right? People don't light a candle and put it under a bushel under a table. No, they put it on top of the table so it gives light to the whole room. You came here anticipating a bright and powerful shining. Your expectation, I am. Coming back to the place of recognizing the great I am that you are, always have been and always will be, and allowing, instead of your physical system to get caught up in flesh patterns, to instead be yielded to the source of life unconditionally and being fully at one with who you are, with the I am within you, then your expectation changes, because now you no longer look at the details of things that need to be changed. Instead, you sit now in that position of authority where you recognize all of this is mine. And I am here to rule and reign and establish my dominion in my life for the improvement, for the healing, for the transformation of people, homes, centers, corporations, nations, and beyond. Everything that we desire to see happen in our lives is based on expectation. You can either expect from the place of your divine supernatural origins, or you can expect from the experience that you remember while you've been here for just that little short blip on the radar. I am is calling us to allow ourselves to let go of anything that stands in between my recognition, my conscious, interactive awareness with who I am. The I am. What is your expectation, my friend? The ability to manifest a kingdom where only the goodness of God is put on display. And there are no judgments and there are no rules. It's just being in love with the experience, knowing that in just a few short years it will be over and it will be time to pass it on to someone else so that they also can bring forth that unique expression of I am. Your expectation is the breeding ground for your manifestation. Will you return to the kingdom from whence you originated? Or will you continue to walk through this world doing the best you can? Either way, man, it's still a part of your beautiful journey. I am so happy to be a part of you. Again, my name is Thomas Shirley. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one.